Hey, this is John Lee with Window Cleaning Resource. Hope you guys are having a great summer. I know we had a killer bang up springtime. Things are still going wide open now, I'm sure, for you as they are for me here. I wanted to, been wanting to do this video for a while. I get so many questions from people about how to connect hoses, and it always seems to be confusing. So I thought today I would just go over with you a little bit about the different types of fittings that we use with Waterfed poles and pure water systems, and give you a little bit of idea of how they work, and hopefully this will be something that we can use to share with people when they first start getting into building their system or hooking up their system for the first time. I'll start out with the most basic and simple fitting. This is what we call a straight push fitting. That's how we have it on our website. It has what's called a couplet here. The way these work is it's sort of like a compression fitting. You take your hose, this is an outside diameter 5/16 push fitting hose. So you take the hose and you press it in to the couplet. And you can see the couplet is spring loaded there. So you want to press the hose all the way in until it snaps. As you can see here, you'll push it all the way as far as it'll go. The way you release the hose, or when you want to take the connector loose, take these two fingers, pull in on the couplet, pinch it in, and then the hose will pull right out. So that's the straight push fitting, okay? Now, the next one is what we call the garden hose male nipple. You can see that. It also has the couplet and the compression fitting. Then it has the male nipple. You'll see also it has a rubber O-ring here. Those can be replaced as they wear out. If you start to get leaks, you can replace this O-ring. But this is the best tool to connect pure water hose to a garden hose, okay? The way you do that is you press it in until as far as it'll go, and then see, you pull on, it's not going to come out. Same way to release it, you pull in, release it. Alright, so this is the best way to connect 5/16 hose. That's the outside diameter. This is pure water hose. This is the best way to connect it to garden hose size fittings. Now, this here is a garden hose quick connect. They come in a lot of different colors and shapes. This is a male threaded. This is a female threaded, depending upon what your need is with your pure water system or your tank, or however you're configured. You would screw this onto the garden hose threads, okay? Then this has a sleeve on it. See, this sleeve moves up and down, okay? So what you do is you pull back on that sleeve, take the male nipple, press it in until you hear it click. It'll click, and that you know it's seated to the male nipple. To release it, you pull back on the sleeve, it comes right out. So that's how those work. Garden hose, 5/16, male nipple, female. Same thing here, male threads, garden hose threads. Same way, you pull back on the sleeve, connect, pull back to release. All right. This is another little fitting that's real fancy. This is 3/8 hose here, okay, which is a little bigger. Remember, this is 5/16, which is the most common size in pure water. This is 3/8. So this also is compression fitting. It has a couplet. So this goes from 3/8 compression to garden hose female threads. So it works the same way. If you use 3/8 hose, press that in till it seeds, and there you go. This we call a push T fitting. It's the same way John Guest compression fittings. If you need to connect 3 hoses, which this is the very common for your brush, where you have the pure water hose coming in and you need to go to 2 jets. Your feed hose goes in here and then your line goes out to your jets. It's called a push T fitting. 5/16 outside diameter is what this one is. This is another common fitting. This is the same thing. This is what we call an easy snap. This fits 5/16 hose. It has a barb, so you barb your hose, and then it has a quick connect here. So you have the male end on the hose, the smaller, the version of this, and it goes in to this. These are very popular. It's very small, quick connect. Comes in stainless steel, comes in brass. On our website it's called Easy Snap. You get the male and the female. This is a straight push fitting for 3/8. Same thing, it just has the couplets, but it's for a larger hose if you have 3/8. This is what we call a 3/16 barb to garden hose with a shutoff in brass. A little heavy and clunky, but some people like brass. So your 5/16 hose would go on here. This hose would go on to this end, and then it would go right into garden hose fittings. It has a shutoff valve. Turn the water off and on. We have these on our site also. So those are some of the fittings for pure water. I hope that's helpful and will give you an idea of how this stuff works, what you need when you're connecting. Whenever you buy systems like our package deals, we send it complete with everything you need to connect, but over a period of time you'll need to replace it, so now you'll know what to ask for in the future. So thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope it's been very helpful. Again, it's John Lee, Window Cleaning Resource. Open 24/7. You can dial, text, get me on Voxer, get me on Messenger, Facebook. I'm available 24/7 for any help.